Good morning. How is everyone today? It's Jane. I have a couple of acquisitions. Actually, one of these was about a month ago. Oh, good Lord, what's going on here? Sorry. A couple of, maybe 2 months ago. It was before Thomas had passed away. We had gone to Scraps and Skeins, and they had this lovely little kit. And I haven't made her yet, but I'm working on getting that done. I think I need to buy the safety eyes because I don't think they're included. So, yeah, I'll be doing that soon. And then my other acquisition, ta-da! I have my mighty eyes again. Yeah. That's important when I'm sewing. It helps me from my eyes getting really blurred. Okay, I have one finished object. I'm going to show you this finished object. I don't think she has released the pattern yet. It's probably a pattern she'll release later in the year just because of the design. But I am going to show you it. And Connie, I know you haven't released it, but I'm going to show you my finished object. This was a test pattern for Connie. And I remembered why I don't care for color work in knitting. I carried all the floats, and of course, the reason that I don't care for color work in knitting is because I tend to pull tighter so that the hat's not, I can't get the hat on. Now that's my downfall. See, this is about how far I can get that sucker on. Come on, people, it's funny, you know it is. But that's one of the reasons I remembered I didn't like color work. But I did the pattern because I needed something, you know, to take my mind off everything that was going on. So, it's a great pattern. She writes great patterns. So, when she releases that, and I'm planning on doing it again, but doing it in a little bit of a looser stitch. Because that's my fault. That's clearly my fault, not Connie's. Because like I said, I start tensing up with color work in knitting, and I find that I just draw things too tight. And the funny thing is, I'm a loose knitter and loose crocheter most of the time. Most of the time. Alright, that's it. That's the only finished object I have. So, and that was finished a couple, I think 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. Not exactly sure. Nan's next knots. Finally, number 1. And my number 1 was the black plum. So this is it halved over. And I'm thrilled to death that we finally got that number 1. Because we were needing to see the number 1. Now, I've been working on my Best Buddy blanket. And this is the I can't remember the name of the pattern. Creative Grandma. Winter in the Woods? Afghan? But this is how far I've gotten. You know, I'm just getting a little bit here, a little bit there. A lot of it has been just because of the busy work that I've had to do. Some of the other things, and I've taken on a couple of sewing jobs here and there. And so yeah, there's that. And then I do have another finished object, and I'm going to insert pictures here. And that's it. That's basically where I'm at right now. No word on anything else that's going on, you know, other than when I sent email to the university asking when that last paycheck was going to show up. No word yet, so, but the whole thing with the insurance, you know, that the university, the gal told me she started it, she notified the company for his life insurance with the university, and I kept, you know, asking her, are you sure, you know, because normally it's family that has to do it or something like that. No, I'll do it, and then they'll send you the packet and everything. So finally I just called, and yeah, no, funeral director or the family members have to start it. So did get that started, and they've sent out the package as of yesterday. So here's hoping it shows up within a week or so I can get that finished up and done with. But I got pretty angry over the whole situation because the incompetence of these people at the university, they've been in their jobs for many years. They should know their jobs by now. They should know what needs to be done. She should know that she needs to tell you that you need to contact and then give you the group policy number and everything else you need in order to do that. But she didn't do that. When I asked for it, she's ignored me. So, like I said, I got angry. I called an ombudsman about it. I've written a letter to the Board of Governors and the Chancellor about it because it's total incompetence. And they're not following the laws, so, you know, let the chips fall where they may. I've told my lawyer I would like to see if there's some kind of damages we can bring against the university for their slow incompetence, and he's looking into it as we speak. Because nobody needs that kind of grief on top of the grief you're already having. So that's where we're at in that part of it. And now we're going to move on to what in Tarnation. Oh, this first one makes me wonder. And this is a beautiful place where they actually did this race. Or the breaking the speed record. I've been there. Used to live in New Mexico. One of my favorite spots. Blind driver breaks the speed record in New Mexico. A race car driver who was blinded in an accident 10 years ago broke a Guinness World Record by driving a customized car at a speed of 211.043 miles per hour. Dan Parker took to the track at Spaceport America in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, in his customized Corvette and broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest speed for a car driven blindfolded. I don't think that's advisable. Parker, who achieved the record on the 10th anniversary of the day he was blinded in a racing accident, used an audio guidance system to help him control the vehicle during his attempt. The record attempt was part of the National Federation of the Blind's Blind Driver Challenge. We have not only demonstrated that a blind person can operate a vehicle safely, but that we can do it at over 200 miles per hour, Parker told Las Cruces Sun News. We hope this success inspires blind people and shows the world the potential of modern technology like self-driving cars to help the blind break barriers in everyday mobility and beyond. I have so many questions. Because as you know, there are things that happen when you're driving that happen and get you totally unaware. Does technology pick up on that? But I guess we'll soon see in the future, won't we? I don't skydive, but I find this story absolutely interesting. More than 100 skydivers over 60 attempt world record in California sky. A group of 107 skydivers over age 60 jumped out of planes in California and narrowly missed breaking a world record. The group, Skydivers Over 60, or SOS, gathered members from around the world Sunday in Riverside County attempted to break a Guinness World Record for the largest snowflake formation while in free fall. The record in the category of people over 60 currently stands at 75 participants and was set in Illinois in 2015. The skydivers, ranging in age from 60 to 78, made 7 attempts at the record on Sunday and nearly found success on their final attempt. The formation built perfectly. It was just one person that was out, SOS President Dan Brodsky Chinfield told KABC TV. And that's the trick of doing large formations, is that all 107 people have to have a perfect minute at the same minute. Think about that kind of timing, folks. The group had planned to attempt the record a few more times on Sunday, but further attempts were canceled due to uncooperative weather. Brodsky Chinfield said the group is hoping to attempt the same record next year, and I sure hope they make it. It was amazing to watch the video that goes along with the story. Oh, animals. Javelina in search of Cheetos takes station wagon on a brief joyride. Deputies in Arizona said a Javelina in search of Cheetos climbed into a vehicle and ended up taking it on a brief joyride. The Yavapai County, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook post that a deputy was called to a Cornville. Sorry, the name I find funny. Cornville neighborhood on a report of a Javelina, an animal also known as a peccary or skunk pig, trapped inside a Subaru station wagon. The deputy learned the vehicle's rear latch had been left open overnight and the Javelina had climbed in to raid a bag of Cheetos that was left inside the car. The animal's antics inside the vehicle caused the rear hatch to close, trapping the Javelina inside. The Javelina's attempts to escape the car led it to being shifted into neutral, rolling out of a driveway and crossing a road before coming to a stop under the trees. The deputy opened the vehicle's rear hatch, allowing the Javelina to escape unscathed. The animal caused damage to the car's dashboard and the interior of the passenger side door. I'm going to read you the Facebook post that they put out. Hungry Javelina. On April 6, 2022, a YCSO deputy responded to a call in Cornville for the report of a Javelina inside a passenger vehicle. When the deputy arrived at the scene, there was a Subaru station wagon containing a wild Javelina stuck inside. After speaking with neighbors and the owner, it was learned the hatchback was left open during the night, and the Javelina jumped inside, attempting to eat a bag of Cheetos. Can you blame him? Who doesn't love a midnight Cheeto snack? His entrance shook the rear hatch closed, locking the hungry little fella inside. After licking the Cheeto bag crumbless, his attempt to escape the vehicle proved to be more cumbersome than entering. The Javelina tore off a portion of the dashboard, the passenger door interior, and knocked the vehicle into neutral, which caused it to roll out of the driveway and across the street until stopping under some trees. The YCSO is happy to report no one was hurt during this escapade, including the animal. The deputy safely opened the hatch, allowing the Javelina to carefully jump out and run off back into the wilderness. As a reminder, if you're in the Southwest, you probably already know it's best not to feed Javelina. Yes, it's tempting. But when wild animals are fed by people, it draws them into neighborhoods and can create unnecessary conflicts. Please encourage your neighbors not to either. Oh my Lord, the sun just came out. What? Sorry. Can you see that? That glare? Okay, sorry about that, folks. I can't help it. It's coming in the window. Dog Farting Awareness Day started on social media in 2014. Dog Farting Awareness Day, celebrated annually on April the 8th, highlights the ways a canine's gas-passing habits can offer insight into the animal's health. The holiday began on social media in 2014 with dog owners and organizations including the Animal Rescue League of Iowa and the Heritage Humane Society in Virginia spreading the word with memes and hashtags. And who doesn't love a good meme? Maybe that's a little bit better. At least I'm in the sun, right? The ASPCA declared April the 8th, 2014, and now we're going into some weird stuff. To be the first annual Dog Fighting Awareness Day, but it was unclear whether the creation of the two observances were connected or merely coincidence. Dog Farting Awareness Day is now a day for animal organizations and dog lovers to share tips about canine digestive health. Flatulence in dogs is most commonly caused by canines swallowing air while eating, but excessive farting accompanied by vomiting and diarrhea can be a sign of more dangerous health issues. Who comes up with these holidays? Other holidays and observances for April 8th include Draw a Picture of a Birthday, National All Is Ours Day, I wish I'd known that, National Empanada Day, and Zoo Lovers Day. Now, the link is actually to the Facebook page that you can join the group for Dog Farting Awareness Day. So, enjoy the tips. Mysterious white foam covering Kentucky Creek identified as dog shampoo. Environmental officials in Kentucky said a mysterious white foam that covered the surface of a creek was identified as harmless dog shampoo. Danny Robinson said he and his wife were finishing dinner Tuesday night at their Lawrenceburg home when he looked outside and noticed a stream of white foam in the Cedar Brook Creek. I thought, that's unusual. That's not right, he told WDKY-TV. Robinson said he watched as the foam grew thicker and thicker. Within 15 minutes, the whole creek went from a few inches to a foot of thick foam, Robinson said. I said, we got to make some calls. This is serious. John A. Mura, head spokesman for the Kentucky Energy and Environment Cabinet, said investigators determined Glomar Pet Products, Inc. in Lawrenceburg had a release of dog shampoo Tuesday that entered a storm drain and ended up in the creek. The stream is measured for dissolved oxygen and pH, and there was no apparent effect on wildlife, he said in a statement. Don Duncan, vice president of Glomar Pet Products, said the spill is the first of its kind in more than a 20-year history of the business. She said the dog shampoo... Sorry about that, folks. She said the dog shampoo is coconut-based and would not pose a danger to wildlife or the ecosystem. So at least that's a positive. In the video, they discuss a little bit more about what happened and how it happened and the steps they're taking to make sure it doesn't happen again with this company. So at least they're being responsive and, paying attention to what needs to be done. So that's it for today. I wish there was more, but the sun's trying to kill me, I think, through this window. Rather amazing, that there's so much light coming in that way today. But, can't fight the light, right? Can't fight the sun. And the sun's just moving back and forth between all the shadows. We're supposed to have a little bit of rain. My friend and I are going to make a trip down to Scraps and Skeins this afternoon. So, you might be seeing a few more things. Do I need more stuff? No. Will I get more stuff? Most likely. That's just how it happens. Look at these cowlicks. Good grief. All right, folks. That's it. I'll see you again soon. Everybody have a blessed week. And remember to choose kindness. And as always, enjoy that glorious sun. I mean, after all, without the Father, our great Creator, or creators, or whoever you want to believe in, we wouldn't have all this glory that surrounds us. So get out and enjoy it. And remember, there was something that created it. It didn't just pop out there out of nothing. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.